Good evening, for Enterprise fans. Welcome to another wonderful edition of the Zemus Zone 6. My name is Garen. I'm the comms tonight with Flossie Fern. How you doing tonight, Flossie?
I'm doing incredible, Garen. I'm super excited about this race.
It should be a good one. We have a wonderful seed that Rydia Caller has rolled for us here, with Malkir doing the tracking between Skarcerer and Douche. The racers have chosen before the race started, they were actually going to do the hard mode, I guess, where they draft some things to modify the seat settings. So, unlike our normal settings for this Swiss round, there's a force hook in this particular race. So, racers are going to have to use the hook to get underground, and helpfully, there's a launch the Falcon objective that goes with it. So, freebie. The rest of this does not look very free at all. We've got two moon altars, White Spirit and Murasame. We've got Giant of Babil. We've got Destroy the Super Cannon, defeat the Queen of the Town of Monsters, defeat the Sealed Cave, and forge the Legends Worth the Adamant, which is in every seed. Although, looking at that, that also means they have to get the hook for underground. This is basically darkness and one other key item away from go. This could be
Yep.
very. It
Yeah.
could be very.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. You're good.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I think this is gonna be a spicy one. Also, Queen as well, which is like the more evil of the two Fey March spots, in my opinion. So.
Well, I have the opposite opinion. I think the king is usually worse than the queen is, but it depends on what's there, of course. I know that selling like the dolls, the guards roles there, or it can be very forgiving. If it's something very nasty, not so much.
Guess we'll see what our runners end up getting today. And yeah, looks like we have a Yang hero to start out with here. What do you think of the Yang hero?
Well, it's the only character that Scar has not renamed in his shout out to Martin here on his naming scheme. I don't really mind Young Hero so much. I mean, Young is gonna get power, just is gonna take a little while to get online. He's not really too fast. He's not really too slow. This isn't exactly, you know, the hardest hero to deal with. It's not really the easiest.
Honestly, yeah, pretty much middle of the road kind of boilerplate hero we got going on here.
Yeah. So to describe Flags a little bit more, there are 8 objectives, complete 6. The loot is on min tier of 3 with a max tier of 7. Which basically means they're not gonna get any money out of the chests, but they're also not gonna get anything really, really powerful out of it because it's a T-Pro setting. And Cecil, with his lovely holy swords, they're gonna find the holy swords either at a key item Zonk or on the Lunar Subterrane's monster boxes. They're not gonna show up anywhere on the blue planet. I think there's a tiny, tiny chance that you might get something reason for him out of the treasury, like maybe 1% chance of making a defense sword or something like that. Anyhow, shop's also not going to sell us anything really better than tier 4 in most cases for underground, or tier 3 for other ones. And we are off. Who is Young going to be paired with? Not DKC. Not DKC.
Let's see. Oh, looks like we got ourselves a Kane and Yang start.
It's a rat tail to start out with. Okay. So this isn't too bad to see here. And we have a vanilla starting partner, which is kind of nice to see. It's the better of the two Baron boys, as it were.
And we know that since this is forced hook, that hook will be coming up at some point semi-soon, so we'll see what the rat tail has behind it.
That's true. We are going to be able to check that before we leave the overworld. It will not have a magma key behind it, though. Now, for the early game, there's a couple different looting options that racers can choose. Sometimes they'll go to Eblin Castle for the higher loot in general, but also the risk of monster boxes and a reset. Sometimes they'll go to Watery Pass, as Scar is doing here. And we got a Poison Claw for that Yang. That might be useful.
We know that Nasty Turtle isn't going to be anywhere more difficult because we did see Kanazo at Baronin 1 there.
That's a nice place for him to show up, and we've seen camping gear now in the Baron item shop, because Duche is checking the town of Baron out straight away.
Nice to see those tents early, I'll tell you.
It's always rough when the camping gear is either very late or non-existent. It can't be non-existent in some of these seeds, so we've run across a couple of those.
Yes, it
Uh,
can.
Light sword for Cecil if one shows up. Headband. And Cecil will show up somewhere because all of our characters are in the seed somewhere except for Fu and Tella, who have been basically told to take a vacation unless they get rolled in as a hero somewhere either on brackets or because of rolling them in as a draft. But near, oh, there's a nice thing for Kane.
And there we go. Beautiful.
There's a headband
Kane.
for him too. Okay, just power for Kane.
Yeah, between that and the poison claw, we have like our nice, like potentially tidy overworld. Hopefully.
Yep, like some karate shirts or a black belt to go with it. Blizzard Spear on Duche's side, that's nice.
Kane will have options.
And Blizzard Spear, unlike its partner, the Ice Brand, can actually cast Ice 2 on the enemy party if we get a nasty bot. Let's say it requires some AoE early on.
That's true. That's a very great point.
Arm arrows, nice. Right, Elven Bow, okay.
Pretty good there.
No bow users yet, but that is nice anti-mage gear.
I like how useful Dempsey and Basement's been in this flag set. I enjoy looting down here, so.
Why do you think Baron attacked them?
You know, good point.
They say it was for the crystal. We really know it was for the basement.
It's for the loot. It's like Duche is suiting up for his first fight, which I believe is at Hobs.
Yeah, we want the character from Hobs, usually. It can be a dupe Kane if the seed is being really spicy with us, but odds are this is not a dupe. And drumroll, please. It is a Sid.
Ooh, it's a Sid with a nasty Val, but we do have a Kane with a pretty good spear, so.
Yeah, we got Val insurance to start with, so this is nice to see here. Val can be really rude elsewhere in the game, especially if you do not have Kane with you. Such as, for example, if you see her over at Ordeals 2 is a very popular spot because that is total block if you have no physical power to get through it. Star found some Baron guards taking a bath.
Not sure if we saw a Mist Cave check. Did you happen to catch that? I don't think either of our runners have been over to Mist yet.
I don't think I've seen a Mist check yet. I mean, usually you get the waterfall check first before you're here with the hovercraft. Pushes through the Mount Hobbs fight and gets Sid for the reward. Star is seeing the same Val we just saw, and we'll pick on this while Duche heads back down the mountain, and we'll see where he goes next. I would think from here probably either Antlion or Babil, but we'll see. Haven't missed a miss check. Golf clap.
JP. It's like Duche is opting for the Antlion check, a little bit of an easier fight after Hobs.
Yeah, we have nothing for Sid at this point in time, so a tent will be burned here just because HP was a little bit low with that weak from Val, and you have anything else to peel up the Sid. Antlion doesn't hit that hard, but you never know. If there's an Ogopogo here, it doesn't care about the fact there's no physical power here.
Yeah, that definitely could be a nasty boss down here if you're not prepared for it.
That sorcerer will be nice for a black mage when one shows up in the seed. Hopefully one shows up in the seed. Otherwise, it's just trolling you.
There's got to be a mage, right?
Somewhere. They could be behind the giant, the package, and other sorts of nasty places, but there are guaranteed to be at least 2 black mages in the seeds somewhere.
I think Duche just found a second lightsaber there.
At the very least, if we find an edge, these are nice darts. Star, meanwhile, has decided to go to Fabul defense next. Duche has found the comedy man sitting down here in Antlion. Not a bad place to see him. Starvale is out a little bit on the early side because we are going to lose a couple of these people. Oh, actually one.
Yeah, we'll see how the odds treat us here.
Meanwhile, the Baron guards have gotten lost. They have found their way over to Fabul.
I feel like they like to hang out over there. I see them over there a lot.
Yeah, we had the Elven Bow, I think, for Scar, so these are going to drop like, well, they're going to drop pretty quick. That's a Runex, never mind. Same difference, pretty much. It's a life glitch off, get some experience.
Golbez takes down our hero Yang, who I believe did have the Star Veil, right?
One of two, I think. I think Sid might have one up as well, but I'm not sure. Okay, there's a pan there from Fabul Defense. So good for checking it early, because you weren't going to get a single dip Fabul anyways out of this. And down goes Golbez, with Sid doing the heavier hit on the second hit, because that's always the way it seems to work.
Yeah.
Why couldn't you do that on the first hit?
I know.
Scar, it looks like, has found Tor Rages and exits, was that? Let's see.
We can get ourselves another Blizzard Spear for our troubles from Golbez there in Antlion. Quite the comedian.
Yeah. Okay, there's life in Thor Rages. Sorry, I thought I saw an exit there. That was just Cure 1 being a fake out on me. Duche doing a little looting on the way out of Antlion.
See where Scar goes next here. Looks like we are beelining for Silvera, doing a little shopping.
Little island shopping tour here. Put some checks in the bushes for some goods that other shoppers have dropped along the way. Get a
Nice
mute
little
knife and
mute
an
knife,
earth
yep.
hammer. Yeah, that's not too bad.
Ooh, I didn't see the Earth Hammer.
Yeah, I think we already saw one, but that's also good in case we run into a gauntlet that needs some AoE early. The item shop is not exciting.
No, it is not.
Well, the great hunt continues for probably at this point. Scar is looking for, I would imagine, Cure 2s and maybe some Silk Webs would be the biggest things I would think.
And
We have some Sid. We have some Sid. We have some Sid love and hate in the chat. Love to see it. Hi, Elvin.
Sid, very, very, very polarizing.
Well, same as with Eddie and other certain characters, generate strong opinions.
They're all my favorites in their own way.
Scar is finding a strength ring that's been sitting there since probably the 90s unchecked.
Yeah, no kidding. Blow the dust off.
And gets the good news. There's comedy here.
Oh, it's funny. It's funnier the second time.
Oh, we're here all week. Try the veil.
Yeah.
Spoonless Edward greater than Sid. I don't think I agree with that one at all.
But Chad is turning against that take, I see.
Scar has poisoned the party to avoid the hold gas here.
Yeah, that's a great play. There's a lot of things you can do. Some of them involve kind of knowing that you're about to go up against Golbez, but yeah, that definitely shows you the things you can do, you know, through fancy menuing and knowing what you have.
Yeah, and it is a good point that the poison axe, if you're trying to use it as an item so that Cecil, for example, won't break his cover, it does actually cast an effect, which will trigger a counteraction from the Searcher if you're fighting like a grind fight. And douches through the Wool Defense. It's a pan for the trouble, as we already kind of knew. Not sure why the Dark Knight Baron would have left a pan behind. And especially why he left behind Sheila's pan. I mean, that seems a little bit weird.
It's none of our business what goes on in Fable.
Apparently not. Anyways. As the Sid Wars flame on, we have Scar doing a little bit of moving in the Antlion cave. Oh, did he?
Was there a reset I saw? I'm not 100% sure what happened here on Scar's side. I thought I saw a reset and then like a re-loot maybe.
Okay, so saw the item, didn't want to walk it totally out, but has walked back and gotten some of the items anyways. They're just a bastard to
Gotcha,
walk the whole thing
yeah.
out. I'm not sure. We'll have to ask later.
Basically, I think Scar probably noped out of the Blizzard Sphere and then decided to grab some of the items, is what I'm thinking.
Yeah, fair. And Scar's gonna head over to the Baron Inn, as Duche is gonna check out the Mysidia item shops, looks like. We've got an Ashura Orb. Another Blizzard Spear for the pleasure, another Earth Hammer, another Elven Bow.
We are going to make short work of this turtle, which everybody's happy about.
Scar's party name is a little bit funny here. It's like now Yang has basically got an argument with his party members over what the proper use of your is.
It's like basically every internet post right here. You used your wrong. Second boss is Plague, not too scary.
Actually, if he can't get one of the party members down here, I think this actually could be a little bit on the scary side, just because there's 4,000 HP here to get through, and there's a decent bit of power, but at the same time, it'd be easy to get any one of those three down.
They're pretty well armored, that is a good point.
And that counter is going very fast.
It sure is, look at that.
And that's a wipe, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, we're going to have dueling fights now with the turtle as Duche has come over to Baron.
There are definitely moves against that plague. You can Starveil and reflect the count directly, and then you pretty much have a safe fight after that.
Yeah, because they'll spend the entire rest of the fight trying to get the count on the person who couldn't get it on, and not understanding how walls work. Doesn't happen on Duche's side, so we'll see how this goes. Scar has the same thing where this count got off.
Oh, yeah, Duche is taking a reset as well.
Mm-hmm. Is putting a bow on the Sid.
And Duche is just opting to go over to Ordeals instead of finishing that fight.
And Scar did not get through it. It was just probably one tick more needed there to get our action off. So it looks like Scar is also going to bounce off and go probably to Ordeals. I think it's the only other deck we have on the board now at this point. It's a Fire Sword in the Chocobo Forest.
It's like Scar is feeling like skipping the loot on Ordeals here, so...
To be fair, as these chests are a little bit further out of the way, I usually will only check the Texas chest here myself if I'm coming up here. And hey, Scar does the same thing. Everybody's think alike sometimes. Or commentator's curse, take your pick.
Yeah.
Hey, there's an evil wall up here. This is not bad. Evil wall is punchy in many places. This place has no physical power, though, really, so it's not going to hurt the party that much. There is about 3,000 HP here, probably a little bit less, so not too bad to get through.
Again, another one of those bosses that could be kind of annoying later on, so it's not bad seeing it here.
Yeah, and the fact that it cheats because it literally gets a turn off much faster than your party normally be able to get turns off. So
it's true. This is a cheating wall.
But you have to remember, I mean, the wall is kind of a bad lot in life. It's like it's in a wall. Well, I mean, come on.
Like nature versus nurture wall.
Well, it's definitely not a blank slate wall.
No.
Evil wall is quite studly. Okay.
Oh man.
I don't know if we've put studs in stone walls, but okay.
See, I always pictured him as just made of drywall.
I always just thought it was like, some mobster was putting the brick wall somewhere.
Both of our runners made pretty short work of that evil wall, moving right along. And
bonus value.
Missed. Yep.
So there will be no more demist hunts going on this particular seed. We're never going to see what's in the mist cave if we haven't already seen it. I don't think we have.
No, I don't think so. And yeah, this is a boss that gates another key item. You do have to go to the village mist to get it. But yeah, that's why our runners are always kind of looking for that demist fight.
Ruling demist, almost ready to miss the exact same moment.
That cold mist looks refreshing.
All right, Scar gets through it a little bit faster.
First one, yep.
Of course, based on the HP totals, Scar has gotten a little bit more experience than Duche has, so that explains a little bit of the difference. We did sync temporarily. We're desyncing now again, as will tend to happen. It would look a little bit suspicious if we were synced the entire race, because, yeah.
Scar doing a little safety save before Yang has to take on the Paladin room alone.
It's a good idea. I mean, Yang's HP is decent, but there's something really punchy here. It could possibly be bad news. Like, for example, let's say an Ogopogo. That would be kind of nasty to see here.
Yeah, it's, I pretty much always safety save before this.
Hey, it's a package. We have another character check, possibly.
That's true.
We also have a queen, who is also a bit annoying to see here just because of the mechanic.
Yeah, it looks like Scar is choosing to cast a Star Veil on himself and then bounce another one off on the queen so she cannot cure herself.
Makes sense. I think, did he buy some extras? He had 5 in there. Is that just what we started with?
Oh, wow, that's a good kit if they started with 5. Wow. Not 100% sure. I'm not sure if we saw the Star Veils. Kind of want to say we did.
Okay, and Douche is in the same fight. Is going to take the same tack, looks like, with the double Star Veil.
Douche had 2, so I think obviously Scar bought some somewhere.
Douche might have actually used some elsewhere.
Okay.
Yeah, he used them at the Golbez fight. That's right.
That's right. Perfect.
Is back row with Yang, so he might want to realize that and move Yang to the front. Otherwise, this is going to take a long time because Yang is not very punchy. Yep, there it goes.
Yeah, he is one of the few characters who does not ever like being in the back row.
It is possible to glitch him into a back row state if you have an edge. One of our racers is very well known for doing that.
Yes, you can. Yeah, there is a very meany way of doing it.
Yeah, I forget the exact mechanic, but it involves somehow Glitch stealing something into Yang's hands that will do it. So, anyhow. Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah, sure got a heal off there because I guess too many ticks passed by with the Star Veil.
Yeah, life lacking is definitely an option here if you can't get through it any other way. So we'll see. We'll see what Douche decides to do here.
I think that was mainly just the time loss in the sense of had to take a turn to then change the row. That might have just cost too much time.
Yep, and then she cured.
There is a Porum here at the package spot. It looks like Scar is going to sit through it and actually take the Porum.
All right, seeing that double Star Veil come out here again.
Mm-hmm.
And White Mage confirmed.
Using power here. Okay. Okay, just attack her regularly the next turn. That should be all fine. Okay, got through it.
Beautiful.
Scar will pick up the Porum over to Typo, and then after
Turning in the demon.
oh right, telling you the
Yeah,
demon.
yep.
Okay.
Yeah, so Radia's mom, yep, is just laying there, and you do have to talk to her to get that key item from Demas. Sunbathing.
Pigtail. Well, it's going to be a double tail turn in when we get this hook, wherever it happens to be hiding. At this point, we kind of know it must be hiding. Where is it actually?
I know. I was like, wait, my brain's not filling in the blank here.
Yeah, I'm thinking about this. Where haven't they checked?
Hmm.
Oh, that's right. They both bounced off Baron N.
Yep,
We've been there,
right.
but
Yep. Yeah, we were there, but yeah, we did not complete it.
okay.
It's like, well, that's it. I guess we're soft locked.
No, my brain just couldn't remember. It's like I'm not running the seeds.
Yeah,
It's like,
couldn't either. Yeah, I know.
we've seen all the locations. What's gives here? It's like, oh yeah, neither of them got through that. Yeah,
Dark Elf. Yeah, I mean, any fight here is going to be quite easy, but you never really want to see like the double stage ones, just because it's you can't just one shot them.
how about the 5-stage one?
Don't even mention such a thing.
Wait, if it's here, at least it's very easy to get through.
It's very true. Douche is getting the good news that there is a white mage in the seed.
As the joke goes, like you can have any white mage you want, so as you actually find them.
Exactly.
There are kamikazes here. I think Scar just bought a whole bunch of them.
And
buys 99 carats because
for the memes.
Also, check out Scar's carrot booth this coming week, where he tries to sell all of these off to people.
I know. Discount carrots. Now, I didn't quite see who was in the bed there. Scar did do a check, but
I did not see. Maybe someone from chat can fill us in.
And that is obviously behind the Sand Ruby, not an objective, but if we get that Sand Ruby early enough, you know, it might be tempting to go over there and grab somebody. Thank you, Xenocat. So was Cecil in the bed.
Okay, so
Oh, Barabbas said too. Yeah, sorry. And AJS, everybody knows.
No one else's hair that fabulous.
Ed comes close, but it lacks the body, yeah. Ed and Cecil definitely share product.
Aiden's hair, we have to remind you, is a after years type of feature. It really doesn't show up very much here in FF4. Yes, it is. Okay, well, DLC maybe, but FF4 did not have DLC back in the day. No one had even heard of that back when this came out.
Chat is being very funny today.
They've apparently been awarded a definite article, too. I didn't know where that happened. Anyways.
No 99 carrot buy. Yeah. Those kamikazes are nice and useful.
We get our hook. And again, Edward.
There it is.
One of these two things is useful.
Alright, path to the underground is open, and we have no magnet key, so that's what they're doing.
They've got no choice. Now, hopefully, this hook character is a little bit better than what we've got so far, because right now, we have got a underleveled white mage, we have got an Edward, we've got a Cid, we've got a Yang, and we have got oh shoot, who was the last part I remember here?
It's like we're seeing the tail turn in here from Scar. So see if we can get something really good behind that pigtail. Ooh, well.
Oh, well, that's spicy.
Yeah.
Now this also brings up a question. Now you have darkness. Do you try to do a grind before you do the hook route? I think it's a little bit difficult what we have currently in the party, because again, we have no black mage. Our white mage does not have the levels for something nice like blink, and our only poison X user really, well, we have two of them actually. We have Kane and we have Sid. We've got that going for us at least.
I probably wouldn't attempt that. I don't know that I have the skill to pull off a grind without blink properly. Looks like Scar is definitely at least checking out the cave first.
Yeah, I mean, I would want to see who the characters at least. It's like if there's something more useful than an Eddie available to us here. And then maybe I would try and take the monster box fights that are here for us in Eblin and in Castle in the Cave, because that gives you, I think, the option to maybe get to blink and then do your grind before you take this hook right out. Because we don't know what's here yet. Could be something rude.
Yeah, definitely worth coming in here and getting a lay of the land either way.
Inventor reminding us that several races have been determined by one racer taking the hook, the other one taking the darkness grind, or possibly moon leveling, as it were, because that is an option. I mean, you could take some mute bells if you find them, roll up some warlocks on the moon. You've got a rune axe, that's certainly doable. Scar is done looting for now. I was just going to see who the character is.
And also see if there's a doable boss up here as well. Definitely some nasties out of the way, but we could still have an Ogopogo at Ruby's spot.
That would be rude. We've got a blue robe that is either free or it's long. We also have a black mage. I think actually, no, Step, with the logic, if it's a force hook, the magma key cannot be accessible from going underground. It has to be underground with the way that darkness came up, I think.
Goodbye, Eddie.
That makes sense.
Yes.
We will see Eddie again when he busts us some music, if he gets the chance.
And Scar is walking out, definitely choosing to do a little bit of looting on his way out.
It's okay, Steph. It's a video game. Logic is optional. Ooh,
Wait,
Black Belt.
Logic now?
Add it in for 4.6. I can't. Can't be too upset about that. I mean, logic is good. Usually. Yes, the runners chose a fun option. There is a force hook going on in this one.
Scar looks like they're choosing to raise the whale and kind of check the moon out a little bit. There's a character up there.
There is a character up there. With our luck, it's going to be an Eddie. Also, at this point, that does bring up the fact that Scar is either a Luca. Well, actually, both racers are either a Luca key or a power key from Go mode, or getting both pieces of the forge. Either one. Everyone's
Yeah,
comes first.
it's definitely one of those races where it's all going to come tumbling in at once, I think.
Probably. I think given the situation that you know, it makes the most sense to grind as early as you possibly can. We'll see if what Scar decides to do. I mean, that gauntlet is not super terrible there, especially if you get Paladin to, let's say, Quake. Oh, okay, Go mode, yeah, but it might be called better Oh No mode, because it's like,
Panic mode.
Yeah, early darkness is always a bit of a panic, especially it's like, great. And especially you know that your runner is going to see the same darkness crystal because you're certain you all cleared the overworld and you all got that that rat tail which led into the darkness crystal. It's like, oh shoot. It's time to go.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the points in a race where I start thinking about my opponent a little bit. What they're doing with that darkness crystal.
There is not a Cecil recover strats yet, unfortunately. There might be one somewhere, but we are probably not going to see them anywhere in time to make a difference. Scar is off to Roya.
It's kind of gathering all the goods they might need for the grind, possibly.
More star veils. That would make some sense.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Well, down to just 2. And people are firing fireworks off near me. I'm not sure what the occasion is.
It's a race.
They don't know about it, though.
Hey, no. We pulled out all the stops for this one, right?
In internet years, a 20-year-old meme is very, very long-lived.
The Methuselah of memes.
At least as long as he's still with us. Over 80 these days. Duche has decided to take on some Stalemen.
And I definitely think we're probably going to see a hook attempt on Duche's side.
Is it going a little bit sideways here? Sid is asleep.
Yeah.
And Kane is asleep.
That's the thing about those Stalemen. It's kind of the hardest of the enemies in the game sometimes.
They're very rude if you happen to have a wrong kind of agility anchoring, as is the case here.
Right.
So we're going to Cecil here, possibly. Let's see. Nope, gets a young girl.
Ooh, yep. And we
And
are
it said
saying
no.
no.
So, okay, parking outside of Barons, this is probably to set up the manipulation for a Mac Giant grind, I would think.
Now is definitely the time for it.
Going to shuffle the deck chairs on the Enterprise.
Menuing. Final Frontier.
Also known as why certain racers seem to always be a few seconds faster than some of our other ones. The menuing is a very... you wouldn't think it adds so much time, but it really kind of does over the course of the game.
It's so much. It's an incredible skill to be able to whip through that menu.
All right. We have turned on encounters, reset the game, also set battle speed to 3. Uncle's on babysitting duty. Scar is doing a step manipulation count here. The way this thing tends to work is, like the way it does work is, when the game is loaded up, the random encounter tables are not actually totally random. They're actually kind of predetermined in a sense. So you can basically determine when you're going to get a searcher based on what step you get the first fight on. And I guess Scar has figured out that he has gotten one that requires no extra fights and is going to go up to the giant right away, and first fight he sees should be a searcher.
That was a nice, quick step manipulation there. You love to see it.
Yeah, because actually the way this table works for Mac Giants, which I think is what he's doing, is about half the time you don't get a reasonable seed in terms of getting the searcher anytime soon. And sometimes you end up with, you're right good to go the next fight. Sometimes you have to do 1 to 6 more fights, depending on what step it is.
And for those of you who are familiar with the D-Machine grind, Mac Giant grind chart is much more sparse, so it's more difficult to hit on an encounter that you need.
Yeah, it's not as, okay, there's an encounter, there's a searcher.
There it is.
We'll have to change rows, but that's a minor problem since, if there's no enemy up here, right, it's going to hit you right now. So this grind normally takes about 10 minutes. So while Scar is doing that, give a shout out again to Radio Caller, who rolled this very fun seed for us. Melchior, who's doing the tracking behind. Flossie Fern, co-commentator here, and Scar and Duche are runners. Please follow all of us on Twitch if you want to, and maybe join our Discord. You can find out more information about Free Enterprise, and also I'll get involved in any races or with the restreams. More information about that stuff there.
And also follow Garen, incredible runner, great commentator.
Right, let's see. What is Duche going to do now? Gonna try this stalemate again.
All right.
And that's 2 twins down in 2 hits.
Just rough, and they also make you fall asleep as well. It's just when you think the battle's going well, your best hitter falls asleep from these guys, so...
Yeah, and then you charmed the one stalemate, but then you also knocked out the charmed one, which is unfortunate.
And it's frustrating, too, because oftentimes you're doing this particular chest for levels, so,
I'm not sure if that's an advertisement or if that's something else for you there. My goodness.
Got a spicy reputation around town, Garen.
Have to start putting some salt in these seeds, apparently. Speaking of spicy seeds, apparently there's some other discussion chat about legendarily bad seeds. Our apologies if we happen to get one of those, especially as a first experience.
Yeah, that's rough.
Ooh, this Mac fight has gone a little bit sideways here.
Oh yeah, I was kind of looking at the other side there, but yeah, it's a frustrating grind. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
That's a reset.
Reset.
Okay.
It can be quite tilting to mess this grind up when you're racing because there's so much setup, and we see Scar here is trying to do something a little differently.
Looks like might be going to Edlin Castle to get a little bit more levels, possibly.
Yeah. I'm not 100% sure if his quorum had blink. I'm assuming not. So I'm really...
I don't think so because you're gonna need several levels to get her up there. We don't have any access to the underground, so we can't pop a siren and get all of the levels at once. Duche is trying the same thing, which is trying to get this through the Edlin trap chest here, but unfortunately, well, there's a bluster that's going to take our Sid down, which is unfortunate. Both Black Cats are gone.
That's a good thing.
Yep, now, the Lamia, you have to be careful not to actually hit her and not kill her, because she will cast Charm against the party if you do that. Ooh, we lose Porum again. Okay, Yang hits fine. Porum is down again. Okay, so Paladin will get the experience here. Porum will not. At least now we have stop on Paladin, so we can use that to our advantage in the next fight.
Well,
I did not see what that was.
It was a bundle of Artemis arrows.
Okay, did not heal for taking this next fight.
Yeah, going right
so
into it.
Paladin is down, and yeah, Kane and Yang are going to take some damage here. I mean, they're not in the front row. Kane is down.
Yes.
The hero is
here because he's got like an ogre killing axe, I believe. So
yeah, Sid is our hero. I'm sorry, Yang is our hero here. Although Sid might be being a hero on Duche's side right now, but oh dear. Yeah, resets out of that, which is still allows because you lose the experience of the first chest now.
Right.
Uh, okay, so Douche is gonna go back up the tower and try again. I never really thought of a young hero as scary yuck, so long as your party just doesn't absolutely roll the worst possible. Like if here's say if your hook route is literally, let's say, Yang, Sid, Edward, and maybe oh, who'd be kind of bad there? Maybe like a Forum or something like that. It's like it's a fairly weak party, but
It's funny when you're running these personally, you always feel like your opponent is not having the same issues you are. It's always good to rewatch them.
that's true. Though I kind of think the way the seed is treating both runners right now, they may both want to just simply forget about this seed once it's over with. I mean, this has been extremely rude. We are
Yeah.
almost 48 minutes in, and neither of them has even attempted to dive the hook route yet. Which, granted, it's not a great party setup the way we've got it. We got our mages very late, and we are trying to get them some levels, and there's no real convenient way to do it. Because we have no Cecil, we have no access to illusions, we have no blinks. Right, so this time around, Duche got the levels on Porum, but not on Alum. Yeah, unfortunately, this is one of those situations where the order kind of does matter quite a bit.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm kind of I have my head spinning with all these monster boxes. I'm not sure how many. I think everybody's through. Each runner's through 2, and we're still looking for the skulls, right?
The Stone Man, or sorry, the Stale Man and the Skull, yeah,
Right. Yeah.
we're looking for those. Although I'm not really sure if we're really looking for them, although we kind of are, but we probably also really aren't looking forward to it.
We, yeah, we are. Yep. Potentially running into them, I should say.
Well, the potential has become a reality,
That's
and
fair.
Scar came into this a little bit drained in power already. Let's see how this works out. Okay, there is a Berserk on the Cane. Sid took a nice hit to that Staleman.
Yeah. And it's still not dead.
Nope, unfortunately. We have a Skull down. We have a Yang down. We have a Palom down.
Or
Oh, is that okay? Okay, we've got
Jeez.
everybody down now except for a Sid and a Kane.
Come on, Kane, hit that stale man.
Well, we're gonna sacrifice Martin and Kane. Okay. You can still get through this. First, I get the experience we kind of want out of it. Oh, Citizen put to sleep. This could be bad.
Wow. Yeah.
That is bad.
Oof. This is.
That's a wipe.
Jeez
Oh no.
Louise.
Rydia, what did you roll?
Yeah, this one's a stinker. Scar actually looks like didn't save in any of
no.
that. So yeah, I think he's just opting to go back to Eblin Cave. Yeah, because he reset and then ended up over at Baron, I think, for the grind setup.
I know you're probably feeling behind just because you've taken a few wipes in the seed, but it's like even just stopping to heal between the fights would I know it takes more time, but you know it feels bad.
Yeah, definitely. Our runners are probably both feeling behind, so they're pushing it.
Uh, uh, I do no. I think both of the runners are actually pretty even at this point in time, to be honest. Both of them have completed the same objectives. They both have the same key items. They are both trying to find some way to get through this hook route. Um, we don't know how free it is. I mean, if this is something like free into free, it's gonna feel really, really kind of bad. It can
Oh
still be
yeah.
free into free. And we could literally have King Queen Evelyn into Water Hag, which is going to feel terrible if that's what it is.
Yeah, we do have a blue robe up there, so yes, it could either be Gauntlet or Water Hag, which is super free. So
Of course, it could also be the ultimate troll, which is either Alt Gauntlet into Water Hag or conversely Water Hag into Alt Gauntlet. I've seen both.
the double blue robe. It's like Scar is opening boxes on the way up. Maybe gonna take the ogre fight. A couple more levels at the very end here.
Yeah, we'll take the Ogre chest here and see if there's any better luck with this one. And Iridia, trust me, never apologize to the seeds. It's not going to get you anything anyways. The game is good too. We are partial to our randomizer here, but yeah, the vanilla FF4 game is also pretty fun. It was my favorite one of the SNES era, I think.
Same, really. I've played it quite a bit though. I still feel like I need a break.
Yes, Matt, Agridia is responsible for this one.
That poor Porum just can't get any levels on her. We're on Scar's side.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we keep losing.
All right, White Mage and Sid, let's go.
Well, she knows Berserk now, not Blink. I did not see what that was.
Did not see that either.
Party bow, okay. That might have some use there,
Alright.
especially with that Sid. That will make Sid actually fast enough to be competitive on the DPS chart. Well, we know that at least two of the answers are on the moon, and yeah, both the Tower Key and the Legend Sword, the Adamant Rock, and the Duche Key could also be on the moon, or at least chained by the moon. Palamon Duche's side is 2 levels away from Quake. That's getting close to being useful. I just want to take a couple random encounters here and get it, because I think there's at least one encounter that might get you all the experience you need just randomly here.
You know, yeah. I mean, just kind of getting that blink before the fight. Oh, looks like we have
This is a leg.
maybe a ruby, maybe a
It's a full leg.
French vanilla ruby.
That's okay. Kane has a Blizzard Spear. If you can get a jump off, that will come close to taking care of this. Down has an Ice Claw, so power might work out pretty well here. All right, the Glaire's gonna take out Palom. Doesn't matter too much because there is no experience here. Just need to get these attacks off.
Just got to get through it.
I think we have a stream issue on Duche's side because it seems to have paused.
There we go.
Okay, now we're back. And some HP is magically decreased.
That's the way you want to fight these, you know? Just kind of like go away and have the HP magically decrease.
Well, early Ruby on both sides hates whoever is in the fifth slot, or sorry, third slot. Douche does not save. That's bold. Okay.
Yeah,
Let's see if
going
this
right
works
for the
out.
blue robe, and it is
the
our
water
free...
hag.
It's water hag.
So for all that the runners were doing, trying to get levels, it turns out you just needed to have some lucky hits to get through your Ruby with your Ice Claw and your Blizzard Spear, and yeah, you get a freebie. I don't know if Scar has... Okay, he does have the Blizzard Spear at Lyris on the Cane. I don't know if he has the Ice Claw or not.
I feel like we saw Ice Claw in a shop, but I don't think either of our runners spot it.
Ooh. No, Douche definitely has it because I saw it on his
Okay.
yaw.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Sid is going
right.
to
I did see that.
kamikaze and hopefully take out this Ruby. That does work. Ooh.
Nice little Hail Mary there. And Douche is through the hook route, and that's going to be our first objective on the board. Launch the Falcon.
Yes, and just don't when they go down and actually do the launch. Scar is going to save just in case this is the gauntlet. We know it's not, but this makes sense. Let's see. Douche does not give us a peek of who the boss is at the top of the tower. I'll wait and see if Scar will give us a peek of it later. But at about 58 minutes and 20 seconds, Douche is finally going to get a hold of this Falcon and is going to be able to turn in that pan, which I would hope would be one of the first things that gets done, because it's 3 checks on the board for you.
It's just right there. You got to do it.
I never want to really guess what the runners will do because they tend to make a fool out of me when I try that. In certain flags it selects, yes. I would say that with our Blue Moon tournament, I think 45 minutes is considered a good time for getting underground in that sense. On OMG, it might be more closer to, let's say, 30 to 35 minutes. Just depends on the flag settings. An hour is fairly rude for this flag set, but it's not unheard of. And Scar is through the Water Hag fight.
Douche gets a Baron Key from one of the sylphs there.
Apparently, when Yang was thrown into the sea, he had the Baron Key with him and just took it with him down the bottom of the ocean, and has been sleeping on it this whole time. That must be painful. Oh, it's the other blue robe at the top of the tower.
Gotcha. Okay.
Oh, we know what that is now.
The slightly less free one.
All right, Douche's gonna check out the Fame Arch Free. We're going back up to turn in the other pan checks. Makes a bit of sense. Just see what your lay of the land is, see what you got. Runs into an inventory boss. At just over an hour, Scar is now also underground, just about a little less than 2 minutes behind Douche for this one. Douche is just going to junk some of the items in the inventory. Okay.
True final boss of the game here. The inventory.
Also undefeated.
Definitely undefeated.
Same as the Pitfall is undefeated in the tower that we were just at.
Yeah, you can't really ever get past that, can you?
There's some problems on Douche's stream. I did not see what he got. Oh, Silent Staff. There we go. Just had to look back.
Gotcha.
All right. You're hoping for better. We were hoping for go mode. Is going to show us that, well, The king spot could be free if we get a Cecil online. The queen spot is Dark Imps. So those could be very free if we get a Toad or a Mini off on them.
Definitely doable. A little spooky, but
We mainly want some levels on our mages to get them a little bit closer up there. We do find rune rings. Yes, it is definitely a race.
we got a race.
Also have an argument, Kaipu Lady versus Troy Lady. Get your votes in on that poll, I guess. To be honest, I'm hoping both of them are sent to a retirement home. Hopeful feature for 5.0, maybe.
I've been having problems with Luca, personally, going down the hallway.
Yeah, that can be one. I had a very odd experience with an NPC recently. I'm trying to remember which one it was. It's not one of the ones that normally blocks. I think who it was.
Those side dwarves in Dwarf Castle in that first room were pretty bad, too.
They can be. They can be. Luca might be Barry Sanders' daughter. This has gotten weird.
Speaking of Luca, I guess we can ask her. Duche's heading to Dwarf Castle.
Yep. Let's say just do shopping. I don't think he saved before coming in here.
I don't think so either. Yeah, I think we're just taking a peek.
The dwarves only believe in selling vampires in their item store. I thought they were gold diggers. I thought they were gold diggers, not bloodsuckers. But apparently, I might be wrong about this.
We're branching out.
It's not a hopeful branching out.
Two ogre axes there. We're probably gonna see a grind pretty soon.
I think so. Second attempt, I think, on Scar's part for that, but it seems like this would be a good time for it. We're going to do our pan turn-ins with Sheila here first, though. Get a protect ring, and we get a tower key, which is go mode.
There we go.
Okay, so now you're definitely doing your grind because you don't have to do anything else other than your objectives at this point. Now, hopefully, Duche is also going to turn in these checks from the pan soon because he will find out that he is also in go mode. That is about ready to call in a firebombing on Aggert. Okay.
It's an oddly shaped town. We'll just say that.
May or may not be the location for Survivor Hero Island. That's classified. So, Skarcerer gave us, I think, what's called the Penguinator special. Is that the hit of the tower key in the cannon and then just dip back out?
I believe that is the Penguinator, yep.
Helpful when the objectives line up to give us that one. Yeah, I think we're at 8 key items now. That's right. Because, although if you're going to go fishing, you might just want to try the top of tower first, but it is a gauntlet, so maybe not.
Yeah, that's a bit rough. Not sure what I would do in this situation, actually.
Well, we find the nicer version of Mylan to see here. This is one hit and down. Right, Douche is raising the whale, so we'll see if this is a straight into grind or if it's going to be raise it and then do some other stuff first. Right now, what the runners have without a pass, it makes the most sense to finish up your Earth objectives before you go and do the rest. But you could do a giant first, then do your blue planet, then do the moon. Scar's giant grind did end in a wipe Dark Paladin, so this is gonna be round 2 of that.
Douche is going for the setup here.
Well, as exciting as Duel Max is going to be on the screen, it's something both horses have to do, so we'll see how this goes. And Scar is going to find the reward for that Power Key Blast. Charm Rod. That is a Zong.
All right.
So, all right, Scar might be blowing up a Siren here just to get some levels on the mages, maybe set up a sling. Let's see if anybody gets dropped.
Looks like we're just going for it.
Okay, so there's a hit from Kane. Dragon is out. We lost the Black Mage.
Talon dropped whether you like it or not.
We're trying to sling Pal, and this might work. Super Cannon was a Charm Rod, Pita. Alright. Douche having a little bit of a problem with getting, it looks like, the setup that he needs.
I mean, there are encounters past 50, but once you start getting past that count, it's just starting to feel a little sweaty.
I believe the chart that I have goes as far as 132.
I have 132 on mine as well.
Although
down there, though.
Spoiler alert: if you go past 97, there is only one other actual hit beyond 97, and there is only 2 hits beyond 84. So if you hit by 84, you might just want to simply reset it because the odds are not in your favor at that point.
No, not at all.
Oh, Skarcerer is doing a
we are
Baron key. Okay,
Baron here.
I don't think this is really a play for a character as much as the key item, and there are 2 of them down here, so maybe.
Would there be any tempting characters here for you?
Cecil is always tempting given how many times we've had weaker characters bopped off in the seed so far. We've got dolls. This is free. Points to anyone who remembered what the dolls were since it's been 70 minutes since we saw them last. Douche looks like he has found his fight. He is entering the giant.
A little neat divergence here. A lot of times our runners are doing max giant grind at the exact same time.
I mean, it's possible maybe, Zeno, that there's an attempt to fade the giant here. You need at least one more thing to do that. I mean, you have to probably go there to grind, but maybe maybe Scar's thinking of a different option here for that. I'm not sure. True King of Baron today is a Bahamut.
King of Dragons.
Also the king of counting.
Yes.
As long as you aren't counting past 5.
You don't need anything past 5.
All right, looks like
It's like,
Douche.
didn't get the right encounter there, unfortunately.
Nope.
He's
We'll
just
just.
going for
Well, it
fishing
gets
for
lucky.
randoms. Got it. Yep.
Yeah, it's lucky. Here we go. He's bought illusions. That's nice and a nice quick way to get this grind off the ground.
Yeah.
DP in that case, sorry for the loss of the finger, whichever way that went.
Crystal sword accident.
That could be. Or black sword incident. We get a dupe Palom, so that character is a Zonk, unfortunately. I think we're really hoping to see either Luca here or some element of Forge. The spoon would just be kind of rude. So would the Magma Key.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're telling me you tried to throw the crystal sword and bad things happen. Got it.
Lost a finger.
That's a white spear. That is not what we
spear.
want to see there. I mean, it's nice for Kane. It's not going to help us with our grind at all, but, you know. Usually, meanwhile, is in the middle of the mat grind.
Scar is checking Baron Basement Throne.
Yeah, on Pepita, on the floor that the runners are looking for the Mac Giant grind, the searcher will only ever have the Mac Giant when it shows up by itself.
Oh, that's noted. I actually didn't know that.
Yeah, that's the reason why every time you see a searcher, it's like you've never seen anybody reach out of a single searcher because it's always the right one. Scar is checking the basement and is finding that the Leviathan is sitting down here. We have got a rope in the basement.
And he's taking the fight.
Yep. Wrong bad grind. Yeah. Okay. All right. So Scar is resetting out of that. See if he tries it again. Nope. Looks like going elsewhere. You guys see another attempt for a key item, or are we going to see the grind setup? We're going to go to the moon.
Yeah, probably dip in Murasame altar to see if it's doable. Maybe Bahamut.
Or do you think maybe this is a play to just simply do all the leveling on the moon and say forget the giant?
Can do that. That is definitely an option.
Going for the hair dryer chest, it looks like. Flipping the Artie bow onto Alum instead of on Porum. Sibling rivalry at work. Alum is stealing the toys again. Giving Porum a short bow.
Short bow is Artie bow at home. Now, what tier treasure can you find in the hairdryer chest here, Garen? Do you know?
I don't think this is possibly up to 8. I can go as far as 7, though.
Gotcha. Seems like Duche's grind is moving right along here.
It is. He's got enough illusions to get through this, I think. It's looking like it's going pretty well. It does have Blink as an emergency, so, I mean, this should be safe, quote-unquote. Scar gets a samurai bow from this box.
I think got a ninja hat from the other one there too, so that's pretty nice. Little agility
Yep.
and manipulation there.
I've lost count on the number of giants from Duche. I think it's about what, 4 or 5 now.
Oh man, I couldn't tell you honestly. I have trouble counting my own.
You're not the only one. I actually sometimes have to remember. It's like, okay, how many Thor Rages I come in here with, and what number do I need to be down to? I want to finish.
Yes, exactly. Yep.
And then,
Also,
of course,
I count them out loud as well.
the problem is I'm counting ahead, and I get ahead of myself in terms of where we're on, or I sometimes count backwards. So
There you go.
your mileage may vary.
Oh, I didn't. Yeah, I realized Scar hadn't been up here and done the character check yet. So
He reset out of it.
that's right. Okay, right.
Yeah, because it was a dupe Rydia, and that's when we reset out of there. It was a little while ago, so yeah.
Still saying no.
Well, it is a little bit late in the sea to be doing this, and especially if we're trying to get all of our experience on the moon. Yeah. Now, Scar did not go out and save after this. I don't think Murr is our location. At least I don't think so. Nope, let's just say it's a dive down the White Spear Ribbon, I guess?
Yeah, just gonna work up to it.
You be an endangered species if you're not actually alive? Interesting question.
They're more like rare antiques.
So, in other words, we're helping out the Mac Giant antique collectors by killing so many of these things.
There you go. Can't do too many or they won't be as valuable.
So Zeno is apparently telling us that the way the searcher works is actually just one Mac Giant that is being made to suffer over and over and over again, and will eventually become a suicidal AI like a GLaDOS and kill us all. Great.
Better power punch it.
Actually, in this case, the plan is to have other people available for when the nerve gas comes out
There
from
you
this
go.
computer. Scar is going to check out this White Spear
Onto the
altar.
White Spear.
This is fine.
Yeah, not too bad.
Some people might like 2 kilts, Rydia, just in case.
Now, how often have you had it, Garen, that you've had a seed where you just basically, grinded through moon bosses instead of doing like a Mac Giant?
I mean, I've done it before, but usually if I'm going to do it, I want at least 10 key items to make the moon, pay off with the experience profits more. And I would really want to have objectives up there, so it's like I'm actually getting progression along the way.
Sure, absolutely.
Oh dear.
Looks like we are done through the grind on Duche's side here.
We are, and we are down to a Sid on this Elements.
And yeah, kind of a... Oop.
Okay. Yeah, think about the Elements is a Ruby, when he gets up there, will start spamming Fire 2, Fire 3, and then Glare. It's not the worst here, but it's not great either, and your White Mage really can't keep up yet. Because, we haven't grinded yet.
In the Elements fight, Ruby does count as a mage, so you can do quite a bit of damage if you have a mage weakness gear.
We have a Rune Axe.
I did see that Rune Axe, yeah. I think Sid does have it equipped. Duche is opting to finish the giant, which is an objective.
It is. Let's see if it's a nice giant or a rude giant. Given how this seed has gone, I'm assuming that Riddy has rolled something for us like, oh, I don't know, let's say CPU here.
Ogo Pogo. Okay.
Well, you win.
Yeah.
We have a Thunderclaw, I think, so this is not terrible. We'll
Yeah,
get some
it could
get
be
some
worse.
Yang Zerkage up here.
We're all looking nice and beefy after a grind here too, so.
Yep, we should put a Cat Claw back on, hopefully. Okay, that's right, we're switching for Thunderclaw. This spot hurts. Yeah. Are we swag rocking? I think we are. Alright, so Duche is casting a Meteo on this Octomam. It's going to take a few turns to get off here, but it will do quad 9s, I'm pretty sure, once it actually does get off here.
It'll definitely be spectacular.
And meanwhile, Octomam, in the way its script works, is it gets slower as more of its arms disappear. Even though it's acting pretty fast now, every time the arm goes away, it resets its counter, and then it counts up slower. Oh, that's right. Meteo is actually a holy spell, so this is actually going to do quad 9s the other way. That's not good.
Let's see what it does.
As advertised.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, apparently Meteo is dark holy, even though it's holy.
You know, I didn't realize that would actually cure it. I thought it would just be kind of a whiff of, damage.
Skarcerer found the Adamant Rocket, the White Spear. Which I think now is 9 key items. We are down to one last arm here on the Octomam, so it's now going to be very slow, relatively speaking. We're going to try the Ribbon Room.
Feels likely to find it.
As a Dragoon Spear, so this is not going to be too bad.
This should be okay.
Just Zerk your cane up, you should be fine. Fire's not too bad. Mimicking our doggo box.
And Duche is through the Octomom fight.
Very nice. That's the first fight down. One more to go, and they'll have a second objective on the board here.
No free heal before the second fight in the giant.
Nope, but we have some camping gear. Plenty of cabins. So we'll just pop one of those. Wyvern has walled on Scar's side, so we'll start seeing some nukes fly here in just a moment. Seeing Zerks fly too.
Scar is putting out a nice, healthy amount of damage here, so...
Dong survives. That's good.
And through.
And the Wyvern is down.
Will we get 10 key items here? I've definitely had ribbon rooms where both are kind of a whiff, so we'll see.
It gets some levels on the characters. That's good. Spoon, yes. So 10 key items is on order now. It's kind of too bad it came after the ribbon room and not before, but is what it is sometimes. We see a D-Lunars is the second boss of the giant. Not fun. These are actually pretty punchy. Although, yeah, Dragoon with Kane, you just jump for quads. Yeah,
I think this is going to be fine. We're geared up for it.
Yep. Because he's at 20,000 health points, you could have just simply literally tapped that one D-Lunar, it would have just gone over. Now this is going to counter with fire with every attack. You want to make sure this goes down quick. Come on, Kane, jump.
Kane.
There we go. Everybody else, don't attack. Yang! It is going to kill Porum, I think.
Oof. But we are through.
Is it 24 hit? That was 20. No, never mind.
Scar is checking out the Ogopogo altar and seeing that there is a Dr. Luge there.
Alright, Duche is through the giant. That is 2 objectives down. Finds the Porum hiding out here in the giant. Porum has taken some bolts out of the thing, so it is going to collapse and cause a mess in Evelyn.
Someone will clean it up. Scar is triggering the whole Dr. Luge vaudeville routine over here with all the dialogue, looks like.
Yep. Now, Duche, I think, is probably going to, since he has the tower key, do the tower first and then the queen spot to catch up to Scarbase with the objective count, and then go to the moon. It'd be really spicy if there was a pass behind this queen that we haven't seen yet.
Everybody's happy they don't have to touch that alt gauntlet at the top of tower here.
I'm sure I bet it has our pass, even though we're never going to see it.
Yeah, exactly.
Pass is always the fight you don't take. It's always the gauntlet when you don't take the gauntlet also.
Finally in poison robot skeleton mode over here on Scar's side.
Yep. Still have Martin down here on his side, so White Mage is not going to get the experience. We'll get her up pretty soon. Okay, we don't want to. We're trying to sling with that siren, maybe, on gold dragons?
Could be.
Duche has destroyed the super can. That is 3 objectives down his side. We are back to objective parity. And to be quite honest, the seat we're on objective hilarity too.
You know?
I think the next stop for Duche is going to be the queen spot where we were seeing way back when. Oh, there's a pass behind that
Scar got the
Masamune
pass
altar.
there. Kind of funny.
Well, in that case, the path for Scar here is go to the Murasame altar, hope that you get the legend sword out of that, and then go back to the earth, and then you're in fine shape, I think.
Yeah, I think that is exactly the way there.
We're going to Crystal Sword altar first. It's going to be a full moon clear from Scar.
Yeah, each seed has a 50-50 chance of passing the Samane, it's true. Especially when you're in go mode.
Especially when you have no reason to go there otherwise, other than experience. Alright, Scar is going to save at the Crystal altar here. Get the Porum back up. EP over here with the binary rules of math. Some of us wish they built computers with a yes, no, or a maybe switch.
We have our Odin at Crystal Sword here.
This is a little bit rude if that Zetsuken gets off. I don't think it's going to here.
Yeah, and Yang with that Thunderclaw is definitely going to do some damage. Poor Berserked him right before she went down, so.
All right, so Scar's taking down the D-Imps. These should be hopefully easy with the stone. Paladin would have more of a chance if he was in the middle slot instead of down here at the bottom. We'll see how this goes.
Fingers crossed on this. Yep, there we go.
And because Duche is not possum, this stone went off.
Yeah.
Earth Crystal. That is way too late. Unless
Yeah.
we might possibly peek the treasury for wanting power, but I think we're all set really on this party as far as it goes. Don't we're gonna do that. That is 4 objectives now down for Douche, and just needs to go and finish up the altars on the moon. It is ready to go. Has the levels, I think has the power. Let's see. Kara's coming back to do the Murasame altar. Looks like did not find anything useful at that crystal sword altar, right?
It looks like the douche is going for the treasury peak. Oh no, he went to the town. Sorry, his stream is a little choppy here.
Yeah, this is a rebuy of Star Veils. Ice 20. I think that's a little more than we need, but okay. What are you gonna spend it on at this point, right?
It's like extreme couponing.
Yes, I would like 10 sacks of potatoes because they're $1 off a sack.
Sounds good to me.
Until you have a whole bunch of rotting potatoes in your basement. Nope, not going to go into the treasury. I don't disagree. I mean, I really think there's anything that would really help out too much to invest in that.
Yeah. Crystal ring would be nice. I'm not sure. You'd see that.
Ew.
Yeah. Gosh, yep.
This is free. It's just a time investment is the problem here.
I find that the time investment bosses kind of tilt me like none other when I'm racing. They're just... you just gotta get through them.
As far as Douche is concerned, Douche can throw rocks on this Quack Kid because knows them, and that will get through most of the CPU at this spot. And the other should have time to soften it up by the time it gets there, because I mean, 22,000 on this big orb, you know, that rocks is almost half.
Yeah, it's the cold comfort of a required time investment, or Paladin, you're right.
I'm not sure if a required time investment makes it any better, there, DP. I mean, you know. His work is required to make it any better than if it wasn't. We have got our Rydia with us, and we're going to dismiss her. Bye. We've already grinded.
Too little, too late.
I do find that half the time I just take the grind out seeing who's on the moon here. Yeah, I know. We've all taken all gauntlet we didn't need somewhere along the line. Also, we're going to have dueling CPUs here in just a moment.
I knew we would have one long time consuming double in this seed for sure.
This seed, my goodness. Started off very slow, but it's gotten very fast. We figure we took an hour to get underground, And now we are really just a couple fights from go and seeing a big bad boss at the end.
Yeah, still could go either way on this. Scar is gonna defeat that queen with probably no trouble.
We got some time issues on Duche's stream. Looks like they cleared up though. We'll see if the swag comes out at some point or if something else gets done.
Oop, got that attacker down.
You're
Get outta
slowing the
here,
attacker. Okay. Hopefully. Yeah, there we go. Time to right.
Through. Lovely.
Now, I think Scar is really hoping this is a legend sword. I think he really needs to be for him to catch up. Oh!
And there you have it. Beautiful.
Well then.
Now this is going to be interesting.
Yeah, because at this point, Scar does not need to do the giant. Can just simply go down and forge and do the queen, and that's it.
That is it. Yeah.
And it has the pass to get back.
It has the pass, so there you go.
The question is, does he like his levels? Now let's see. We don't have Luca keys. We can't do doors. We have one siren still available.
No tiger claw.
We'll see. Fine, Porn will just survive.
Yeah, that's how I.
This is not been a scene where the tunes have survived at all. That's a pretty lousy board shop.
Yeah, I've definitely seen much more exciting ones.
We do have ninja hats. I mean, that's something at least for agility. It's a dragon claw.
Dragon claw, nice, beautiful. No more tiger claws in the vending machine, please. Exactly.
Hey, a god hand might have been nicer, but yeah, we'll take that.
It's just the relief that it's not a tiger claw is worth worth the damage loss.
Yep. So Duche is through that. Our altar has 5 objectives. Scar has 5 objectives. They're going to do different 6th objectives. We are going to get a queen here on our side. We're going to get a white spear on Duche's side. Nobody's going to do the sealed cave because no one has found the key.
This is neat. I like the 2 different approaches to Z here quite a bit.
Alright, so all Scar needs, besides a stay in the Fame Arch Marriott, is a stone cast off of Paladin.
It's an expensive inn.
Well, you know, they don't get very many tourists down here.
You only have to sell 1 room a year. It's fine. At the 140 mark, I'm sure both of our runners are kind of keeping an eye, seeing if the other racer's like gonna throw down that done anytime soon.
Yep, that's true. I think Elm is probably close to nuke. I'm not sure how many more fights he would need for it, though. We're going to size these dark imps, just as a precaution in case the stone doesn't work. Okay, so Porum shrinks them into dolls. And then Paladin gives us a bunch of stone dolls. Okay. This is how chess pieces are made, everybody.
Wow. The horrific truth.
Yeah, and you thought the queen was just a piece of plastic, right? And that's go mode for Scar gets the crystal. Duche is getting the crystal at almost the same moment.
Oh, that's so fun.
Inventory boss. Now, okay. Yeah, don't throw away your ninja hats. You just spend a lot of money on those. So I think Duche will take the time to set up, and then we'll walk down the LST because does not have a pass. Is walking down it. Oh wait. Oh, it's taking the ribbon room first.
Wow,
oh.
Interesting. Going for the ribbon room here.
I'm a little surprised at that, but okay.
He may not be feeling super confident about his Porum here.
I mean, I admit it's a little bit on the dicier side, but I think we're almost an hour 43 into the seed. You just want to go at this point. It's like,
yeah, absolutely.
It has been a long, strange trip for both of our runners to get to this point. I'm sure they are both ready for the seed to be just over.
Yeah, probably Duche's thought process is that, he just doesn't really want to have like a wipe to Z after all of that headache, so...
It is smartly reflecting some spells onto this Yang here because those will go through Wyvern's Wall. Wall is apparently only useful when direct casted on. You can probably just get away from it by reflecting on somebody else. We're gonna get one new cast off here. It will find a Sid. Will not kill him here because the magic is kind of weak here. Oh, Scar is going to take.
Scar is going to go Mac Giant. All right.
Does not feel confident in the levels, I guess. Okay. So both of the runners have gotten the crystal and are now basically saying, "Wait a second. Well, neither of runners want those." Okay. Does Duche feel good with the levels now? Let's see. I mean, 55 on Porum is pretty good. I think we should probably be going here.
Yeah, looks like we're going for it, unless we have a wild detour to Masamune.
I mean, it's possible. Duche, please don't. just go down the rest of the stairs.
Just do it.
And ignore the little orange construction side if you happen to see it, because those of you who follow our Discord, there was a image of this LST with a construction sign saying the pathway was closed. On a little bit of a joke thing there.
They lost their funding. They had to reopen it. No more road work.
But, we keep destroying the Zemus zone so many times with all of the Z fights here. I mean, normally we're seeing some flags here in chat. I do see at least one Z in the chat. Why don't you tell us about that, Flossie?
Well, heck, there's a ton of Z sprites in the pool. We don't use the regular old boring Z sprite you're all used to. There are about, I think, over 600 different Z sprites that you could get now. And chat is asking, yeah, whose butt are we kicking tonight? You never know.
I think, to paraphrase a phrase in this game, the butt's creep increasing.
Yeah. Butt stock's going up.
All right, Duche is doing some last-minute checks here of the party. Make sure he has everything just the way he wants it there. Battle speed, turn it down to 3, please, or at least not on 1.
Anything but, well,
anything but 1. I have done Zemus on battle speed 1. It is not a fun time.
No, it is not.
I've gotten through it, but it's like, that is some white knuckle play.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So, oh,
Oh, Scar didn't get the right
yeah, that's just a
encounter,
Mac Giant by itself.
unfortunately. Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're just gonna jank it at this point and try to get another one. There it is.
Okay, good.
Meanwhile, we have a bot showing up on the right-hand screen with Douche. We're going to get a crystal throw.
Let's see those true colors.
All right, here we go. Alex will put the Star Veil up on himself. Okay, that's not a bad choice. Alan will live through at least 2 full Big Bangs.
It's Scala.
Okay, Scala is back apparently to have a nice little joke with the runners after a very rude seed as far as it's concerned. We are zerking up Arcane here.
Starting to bounce some nukes.
Yep, starting to bounce nukes. It looks like this is going to be a hybrid strat from Douche, which it would probably be a little bit better if you didn't Star Veil up the Yang. You were able to Zerk him because now you can't with the wall on him. But
Yeah.
we'll see how this goes. I mean, Sid might be better for the Star Veil in that case, just because Sid's not going to get a whole lot of turns, and you're not going to Zerk him anyways, because why?
True. Yeah. I can see the temptation to want to Starveil the Yang, just because, you know, he has just such an HP pool and he's gonna take all the damage from the Big Bangs, but
And does
totally
have the
agree.
Dragon Claws. I mean, it's like not like you'll be putting out
Right,
damage.
right.
The counter nuke was on the wrong character for that. Sometimes why it's thing to put the Star Veil on your white mage just so that counter nuke can't hit them.
That's true.
We get a big bang out here. Forum.
Oh,
Ugh.
just made it.
Yeah, and that Cure Chu on the wrong mage. This we're looking at 5 ticks here before she goes down.
Yeah.
8, 6, 4, 2. That's out.
HP ran out. That hurts.
It looks like Scar has finished up the grind that he wanted to do, and will now be on the way out. Got the nuke. I think got white. I don't remember what Porum got to, but we're out. Next things. And is going to leave.
Scar heading for Z.
Yep, we got rocks again on, shake on Skalamus over here. You can get direct cast nuke over to Skalamus. Ugh. Okay, this is fine. Sid will survive this. Hopefully that was well timed. Now we see you get a heal off on Porum somehow. Or get it the reset in the middle because Z, oh, there's the cure for. The way this game was programmed, you can't have any HP higher than about 65,535, I think. So in this case, there's a lot more. There's a script where Z will refill the hit points when he is down to 16,000 left out of an original pool of 61,000. Allie taking a victory dance with Sid's value over Eddie in this situation regarding HP pools. Fair point.
Even a nice spoon word is a little bit useless when it comes to the Z fight, so point taken.
Porum, meanwhile, is living on the edge. Apparently believes in having less than 100 HP left after each of these big bangs. Stop it, Porum. We could use you to just have a little bit more. We aren't freaking out.
Worm is making everybody tense.
We have a black hole coming out. All right. And Scar is going to go into the fight. Worm gets a heal off. We are starvailing up again.
It's time we
On
got
Sid this
Sid.
time.
Yep.
But we could Zerk that Yong now if we wanted to. It would actually be better than doing this power move. Now, Palom. Okay, Palom survives that. Sorry about that. Looks like I had a slight hiccup on my internet.
We're back. Oh, and we're in Rock's on Duche's side.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the stream to catch up here on me. Sorry about that. I don't know what went wrong there. My browser, though, is not working. That's always fun.
Yeah, that's rough, Karen. Oh, looks like Douche is through. Right, yep, at 152.40 GG.
G Douche, I think that is one of our newer runners in the community. So again, GG on a great job there. I know Douche has been running a lot of seeds and the time's been coming down. So GG, this is a pretty rough seed altogether.
Yeah, this was a roughie for sure. And we're gonna see if we can get Douche in here to do a little interview.
And my stream is caught up. Yay!
All right.
So to speak.
Just waiting on him to pop into the booth here.
And it sounds like we are joined by Douche. GG.
Hey, thanks. That was a great race. Oh my.
Yeah, so GG, well run. What did you think of all the twists and turns there?
Well, it was interesting because we were doing that draft band thing at the start, and I was given the choice of the hook route or the mode 7, and I really didn't want to do the giant, and lo and behold, here we go. I'd have to do the giant anyway. So silly me should have opted for that because I'm not a big fan of that hook route. Luckily, it wasn't that bad once you got past the Rubicant, but that was definitely a struggle getting to the point where I felt comfortable trying to even start that battle.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense. There wasn't a whole heck of a lot of traction in the beginning.
No, but once we got through, it seemed to go pretty smoothly. I was really hoping to pick up that Cecil in Capo. But when I realized I was in go mode, I just had to live with what I had and just go with it.
Yeah, that was tempting, Cecil, but neither of you ended up being able to grab him, so no worries.
Yeah, it is what it is, you know? But hey, it was still a good seed, and I learned a lot from Scar in the past, and I'm hoping I can still learn some things after watching this restream.
I would say this would be going to watch back. I mean, there was a lot of back and forth where we thought that Scar was the lead, then you were in the lead, and it flipped back and forth a couple times.
Perfect. Well, hey, those are the best kinds of races. Little suspense is what makes the heart go good.
I would say there was a lot of suspense here, yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Just about to say that. And how were you like kind of organizing your grind? I mean, it seemed like it was just the whole thing was just a bit tricky as far as like how both of you were gonna get levels. So
Well, what do you mean in terms of how it
oh,
was
I don't know,
executed?
just like how did you like when did you decide to go for it? When did you decide to just like full bore commit?
After I had done the gotten to the underground and did the looting, I looked for ogre axes, and as soon as I had the ogre axes, I knew that I was both committed with Kane and Sid. Yang already had his claws, so he was happy, and the mages they had their spells to back up. So once I found the illusions and the ogre axes, I was gone. There's nothing else that I need. It would have been slower, yes, because I only had the 7 key items at the time. But I had the life potions, I had the illusions, and I had all the weapons to make it happen. And what's the sense in holding off if you don't have to? And at that point, I figured Scar had been 15, 20 minutes ahead of me at that point with all my failures up to that point. So my only hope was to get a quick grind in and brute force my way through and try and get a little bit of traction back.
I won't spoil it too much for you, so you can watch it back. But actually, you were the one underground first.
Oh, really? Well, that's kind of fun.
It was a very rough battle underground for both of you. I mean, basically, it's like he wasn't very far behind you, but basically 1 hour is what it took both of you to get underground. It's like it was a rude seed that way.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I think you were both really wishing for a Cecil with his cover power there, because all the bosses just seemed to magnet in on Palom and Porum as you were trying to get them some levels.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I was really hoping to get some kind of defensive or offensive spells, because I wasn't sure who was at stage 1 of the hook route there. I knew it was the other guy there. I can't remember now, but I knew it was coming up to after that. But yeah, I didn't know who was in number 1, and Rubicon probably was one of the worst ones. But luckily for me, I had forgotten to equip the Dragoon Spear, and I ended up leaving that Blizzard Spear on and made quick work of that. So chalk that up as a forgetful win.
Genius play right there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, honestly, really well run. I learned a ton. So
Hopefully not for me. Yeah.
oh no, I did.
Perfect. Well, thank you guys very much for hosting this, and I'll enjoy watching this right away.
Yeah,
Thank you
to give
very
it a go
much.
watch back, it should be fun. And yeah, do you have any other further thoughts on the seed before we say goodnight?
Nope, everything was great. It would have been nice to have the Cecil, but all in all, everything went well once we got underground. So that's all I can say about this seed. I'm glad it's over though.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can't always have our Cecils, unfortunately, but GG, great race.
Thank you very much, and have yourself a good night.
All right, as Douche, winner of the race, and I believe Skarcerer is here for an interview as well.
Yep, we'll be giving us an. Oh, speaking of which, here's Scar. GG.
GG.
GG Scar, what did you think of that scene?
I boofed it. It was terrible.
It was kind of just like all around boofy for sure, so don't feel bad.
Nah, I feel bad. I could have done better. I'll do better next time. It was fun once I figured out I was going to lose. It was great.
I mean, it was actually a pretty close race most of the way through.
Oh, I suppose, but you never know if your opponent's actually going to make a bunch of the same mistakes you are. So it's like, I've threw away 5 minutes here, I threw away 5 minutes there, and so I figured, he's going to beat me, so just enjoy the rest of the seed finish instead of worrying about anything.
Yeah, I don't know if you're gonna watch it back, but you actually both got your crystals at right about the same moment.
But did he do a grind before or after getting the crystal?
before. He took the Mac Giant grind pretty much right after he got the Darkness Crystal, which he was later in getting it, I think, than you were, and did a little bit more. We both went underground before he did the grind, sorry, but he did this grind a little bit sooner with the Max. And then didn't take the LST because he had found. What did he do? He definitely didn't take the all the altars, just the White Spear and the Mura, and then the ribbon for some experience.
Actually, yeah, did the ribbon right before the Z fight. And he did not have the pass either, so. I mean, it was interesting. I felt like there was some similar snag points for both of you guys.
Yeah, I tried to do the Possum Classic of 50 life potions and a dream for Mac Giants, and that didn't work out. It doesn't work out. You need a different party for that. You shouldn't be trying to sling a couple of 100 HP characters when you need everybody to keep everyone else alive.
I think you might have needed a glass hat maybe for that to work with that party. Maybe that would have been enough.
No, I would have needed a sand ruby so I could get that Cecil.
Yeah.
Well, that would have made a lot of things easier, or if you had underground access, there were illusions for sale, which would have made it a lot easier too, I think.
Yeah, I should have resigned to just doing doing a box in either Abilene or the Hook route to get some more levels, and then just cross my fingers that the Ruby was Water Hag, and lo and behold, it was, and then I was feeling real behind then.
Yeah, it was pretty similar times for underground. You were about maybe a minute or two behind Duche, but it was pretty close. Any other thoughts you have for us on the seeds, the flag set, or the tournament in general?
Oh, I've been really enjoying the. I know I've been a bit negative in this interview because I'm on a sour note having lost, but I really enjoy this format, and the flags have been challenging and fun. As soon as I get out of my own head,
I totally agree. This has been one of my favorite tournament flag sets, so.
Yeah, I think it's working out pretty well. I mean, we've had a lot of spicy races so far in week 2. We should have some more tomorrow coming up.
Yeah, well, thanks for putting us on. Hopefully laughing at us, or at least laughing at me.
I think we were laughing at chat half the time, but chat was very active tonight. If you want to watch this one back,
I just might. But then I'm gonna head out. Yeah, y'all have a good night.
Yeah, you too.
all right,
GG,
have a good night,
Scar.
Scar. GG. Thanks for racing with us. All right. Well, that is going to about do it for us tonight on Free Enterprise, because it is 11:15 on the East Coast, and we have no more races scheduled for tonight. But do join us tomorrow when we have at 10 a.m. in the morning for a nice Sunday morning palate cleanser. We've got Soapbox Gamer versus Kedril, which will be here on the Free Enterprise channel at 10 o'clock in the morning Eastern Time. And then we also have an afternoon matchup between Plumeria Knight and TJ. That will be at 1 o'clock p.m., also on the same Free Enterprise channel. So do join us for those. I'm sure it'll be lots of fun and spicy racing. We've had a lot of close matches here in week 2, so it should be a fun time.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it. And yeah, we have a lot more tournament to come. Subscribe to the channel, join the Discord if you're interested. It's a fun community. Everyone's very, very helpful.
And speaking of helpful, we're going to be rating a very helpful member of the community, John Burkhead, who is practicing ZZ strats and showing the entire world on his Twitch what's going on with that. So we are going to send you off his way. No spoilers, please, if you go over there in case he wants to watch this back later. And we'll say on behalf of Rydia Caller, who rolled this amazing seed, and also you, Flossie, for doing the commentary with me. And we have Malkyr doing the tracking, and both of our race for Skarcerer and Douche. Great race, and thanks for volunteering.
Thank you very, very much, Garen. It was a pleasure.